Junior himself and Iggy. And it looks like we're gonna get started. Other way around, the skinny gentleman is Aperture and the other guy is Grekmet from Sweden.
So straight off the bat, 36%.
Look at that, look at that. Now it looks like Grekmet opted not for Ludwig, but for Bowser Jr. Which, you know, I like it, I like it. I love the way the announcer says Bowser Jr. But let's see.
Bowser
Jr. But let's see if we can get something going that the character has. Already 14% from just a couple of moves. Like, he doesn't have the best options, but the things he does have, they hit hard. They hit hard. And you have some nice hitboxes at them too. Of course, major goal is to get Aperture in the air, preferably without a jump, because that up there is one of the greatest juggle tools in the entire game.
Yeah, very quick, pretty strong too, and he can do it in quick succession.
And of course the game plan for Aperture is probably going to be get that lead, which he has, and then abuse the very, very lackluster approach tools of his opponent. There comes the first Mecha Koopa, but it's caught by Aperture and instantly thrown back into his face.
Aperture demonstrating complete control at the moment. Grekmet hasn't had any chance to really get anything going.
And he traded with a grab. Another unfortunate part about Bowser Jr., only a 12-frame grab and no follow-ups. It's not even a tether.
Yeah, it's a very strange grab, very unrewarding, slow, and its range is deceptive as well. It doesn't actually extend to the full length of the little claw.
Yeah, it's can be a little bit frustrating. Fortunately, he is the same weight as Samus, which is top 8.
Oh no, air dodges past the ledge and ends up SDing.
He was afraid of the coupling. I don't even know if it would have killed. Then again, he was at 170.
Yeah.
But it seems fear is controlling Grekmet right now. So another big hit from Aperture again and again.
Aperture, both literally and metaphorically, beginning to run away with this game.
There it is. He lands a side B, but unfortunately, jumping out of your side B actually takes your double dump.
Oh no, is that gonna be it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Grab at 50 on the high point of the middle platform, and that'll be the end of game 1.
Not even 50% on the man from the UK, Aperture. Oh,
uncharacteristically of the fastest thing alive. We had a very fast game.
Yes. Then again, like you said, even though Aperture definitely has the capacity to time out people and play very slow and methodical like we saw versus Miru at Beast, he definitely goes in when he sees the opportunity. Of course, Bowser Jr., if he's not careful, he's going to give you a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Like his stuff. Great hitboxes, great tricks. Overall, he's going to have a tough time versus Sonic, which makes the FD pick extra curious for me. Because it's going to be even harder to approach here.
Even harder to approach. Maybe even harder to land as well.
Oh, that
said,
too.
Though, Aperture's use of the platforms previous game was really, really good. Maybe Grekmet simply wanted to get those out of the equation.
Yeah, he did meet an untimely demise on the second stock, courtesy of the platform. That's not going to happen here. But what is going to happen here is what we're seeing right now, 62 versus 0% on Aperture. Grekmet trying to box him out. Ooh, but as good as the hitbox on those first two.
Oh no! He did. That is
Ooh.
definitely not something that you see Aperture do. He went for the spin dash jump, he didn't release it, and he ended up SDing because of it. That said though, it's unlikely to deter the young man. He is still tacking on a lot of damage.
Yeah, and of course, in terms of actually hitting your opponent, it's been Aperture, 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 Aperture. So I doubt he's very nervous.
Another thing to keep in mind with Bowser Jr. is the nature of the Koopa Clown car mechanics. Of course, if you hit the car, he receives less damage and knockback. But in some instances, that can be bad because it leaves him more susceptible to combos.
We saw a beautiful bear to nair at the start of this game. 42%. I doubt it would have worked on other characters. Like you said, of course, if you hit Bowser Jr. itself, he takes a little bit more, right?
Yep. Which also works against him because it means that he can die earlier from hits.
Well, at the same time, being top 8 heavy, you know, it's a fickle character.
Ooh, stage spike by the spring.
Whew. Okay, there it is. Got a Koopa, but it knocked him the wrong way. He's not ready to follow up in that particular direction. And there goes Aperture, just non-stop hitting. And he doesn't mind when he hits that shield.
Yeah, just abusing Sonic's safe tools, that short hop, auto cancel up air,
Yeah.
abusing Bowser Jr.'s pretty large size, allowing him to do it rising and catch him in neutral.
And every time he shields it and tries to drop his shield, he meets a spring on his way up.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult for Grekmet to just get anything started. His side Bs, just his neutral options that he's going for, he doesn't really have an answer to what Aperture is doing at the moment.
As fast as Sonic is, don't you think that maybe Grekmet could use a little bit more down B to at least get some ground control?
Yeah, he needs to find ways to better control the neutral, find ways to limit Aperture's options.
Oh, there it is! No limits here!
But you can't do that when the set is already over. 2-0 to Aperture.